In 2015, the total number of employees in public sector banks were 8,44,000. In 2022, the number has come down to 7,70,000, reduction of 74,000. Though business has increased manifold, and the reduction was particularly in the post of the award staff, that is clerk, sub-staff and sweeper. In 2015, total number of employees in private sector banks were 3,10,000, which has been increased in 2022 to 7,69,000. So, in a nutshell, the number of employees in public sector banks in 2022 is 7,70,000 and those in private sector banks in 7,69,000. Now, in public sector banks, the number of business correspondents is 8,50,000 who are rendering banking services to people in unbanked areas. In last few years, in different public sector banks, the number of business correspondents have increased substantially. 34 types of jobs are now being rendered by these business correspondents. Now, most of the perennial jobs are now being outsourced. Some banks are forming subsidiaries for outsourcing. Customer secrecy are compromised and frauds in the banks are increasing. On one side, private banks are recruiting employees in cost to company basis. Private sector banks, when are engaging some employees in contractual basis, the public sector banks are also engaging apprentices for regular jobs. Many public sector banks are also appointing contractual officers for fixed term employment. Now, most of the public sector banks have stopped recruiting subordinate staff and sweepers. These jobs are performed by casual workers. Some banks have appointed agencies for sweeping jobs. Now, in these circumstances, BFI demands adequate recruitment of permanent employees of award staff in the posts of clerk, sub-staff and sweepers, absorption of casual and contractual workers in permanent jobs, and stoppage of exploitation of business correspondents.